Hello, this is Misty Harriman, and I wanted to come to you today and explain to you what True Health Mission is to me. Um, a lot of people know what my mission is and what I'm about, but there's a lot of you out there that really don't know the full spectrum of what it is that I'm up to. So I wanted to share that with you today. True Health to me is more than just a healthy body. I think in order for you to really have true health settled in your life, you have to have a healthy body, you have to have healthy finances, you have to have a healthy spiritual life, a healthy mind, healthy, economy. There's so many things to healthy. And so what happened for me was I lost my physical health. I had an illness, and it was really creating some major issues in my life, not just physically, but with my relationships, with my finances, with everything. And so fortunately I had someone who really cared about me and introduced me to a technology that really was life-changing for me. And so what I do is, not only do I teach people about that technology that just had absolute huge impacts on my life, but what that led to was I recognized that there were so many other areas in my life that I could start making changes in. And so the water that you see me really being passionate about here is a huge aspect of my life and of what I teach people. But that was my catalyst. And so after that, when I started learning more and started to really stop putting my blinders on, because I did that for a long time, and started really thinking, what else don't I know? There was so much that I didn't know, that I didn't even know. And so when I started learning more and more, I started recognizing that there's just so many things out there that people are not aware of, and so they don't even have a choice in the matter. So what happened for me was, whenever I started feeling better and I started gaining my health back, I started really recognizing with this company that the people involved with it were extremely compassionate, very passionate, and had a huge heart for contribution. And so that led into me really having some major personal growth and some major transformations in my life. And whenever that happened, I started seeing my purpose as much bigger than I ever had. So now what True Health is to me, and what my True Health mission is about, is really teaching others that you have a choice. But in order to have a choice, you have to know. So it's about contributing what I know, what I've learned, to others in many aspects. That is anywhere from your health, your physical health, and the journey that I'm on, the things that I have learned, to our economic health and what we're doing to our world as far as our plastic epidemics, our chemical issues that we're having, our toxicity levels that are, they're out of control and they're very scary. And all of these things are things we can take control of in our lives. People don't know about them in a lot of ways, or know a very small surface of them, and so they don't even get a choice in the matter. When you educate somebody on the chemicals they use in their home, for instance, and like me, that was a big deal, because as a mother, you really think that you're doing everything right when you're using these chemicals to clean, you're keeping the germs down and all this. And what I learned was those chemicals in our cleaning products were very harmful. And so I made some choices and started changing the way I did things, and now we have a great home and very eco-friendly, and I'm not contributing to the plastic epidemic anymore with laundry detergents and all these things. So what I teach people is that you can make really, really small changes that have huge impacts, and they have a huge ripple effect that happens. I've got to see that, and it's been amazing to see people think that, I'm just one person and me changing something can't really create change. Well, that's not true. It absolutely creates change. And what's happened for me was, when I realized that just changing my my ways of things, and being willing to learn new things and implement new things. You know, friends and family and even strangers now will ask me questions, and they learn things that I have learned, and then it creates a change in their life. And that's how things start really moving in the right direction. So, absolutely, that phrase, be the change that you wish to see, is so spot on. And I think for some people that may seem overwhelming at times and may seem like, man, in order to do all this, I just have to completely change my lifestyle. No, you don't. You just really have to start somewhere. And you pick one thing and you know, get that settled. And then when that's settled, then you move on to something else. And I'll tell you what happens. It becomes really amazing when you create a change and then you get to see the impact of that. You start wanting to create more changes, I promise you. And so that's been my journey. So my True Health mission is very much about getting awareness out to people about, obviously, our drinking water and what water means to our body is a huge thing that I do, because I can't even tell you the impact. I will tell my story and give my testimony at some point, but the impact that had on my life was life-changing, not just in my health, in more ways than I could have ever imagined. It's changed everything for me. So that is obviously something that I really focus on with people. But then I also teach people, you know, the small things. There's so many little changes you can make that can have a great impact on your family. And so what I'm going to start doing, I'm really excited about this. I am going to start creating some Facebook Live videos, some other YouTube videos. I'm sorry, the ants are killing me. And just showing you small things that really, to me, were such small things that I could do, but they made a huge impact on our life, on my life, on my family's life, on my community's life, you know, and it just keeps going from there. So I want to thank everybody that has contributed to my growth and my journey, because I think that that's how we really make changes in this world, by contributing to others. And that is a huge part of my mission, is to contribute to others. So I thank everybody that has contributed to me, and I cannot thank you enough for the changes that created in my life. So thank you guys. I look forward to everything that is about to happen with True Health Mission. So stay tuned and see what I've got going on. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.